both teams ranked in the top 7, ready to square off and do battle. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Picks up the first down. He's loose on the right. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Man, it's a bad feeling when a guy like that gets to the second level and you know he is off to the races, going to get a big chunk of yards. Might not score, but you know he's getting a big chunk.
When the big fellas turn to chase, I mean, where do they find the balance between conserving energy for the next play and well, not getting yelled at for not running after the ball?
Well, that's when you do your fake trot, where you throw your head back and just act like you're fighting as hard as you can, but you're really running at about 50%.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running inside, it's Davison. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Might be calling a hot route. Moore. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got... And they'll mark it at the 23.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
The run inside. It's Hill. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Moore from the gun on third down. Finds the tight end.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Moore. Throws to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone.
It's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
With the run on first and goal. He is denied, and it'll be second and goal. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Manning on play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He'll pull it down and run. Looking for room. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Ducks.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Here's Brown to begin the drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Longhorns in the hurry up.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Firing to the right, complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive play for the offense.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Oh, he tosses it back. Corralled and brought down by the defense. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Now here's Manning. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in third and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, third in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country, but the defense, they were all over it, they were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Dante Moore. And wings it incomplete. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Lets it fly. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Moore to throw for it on fourth down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical day.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it first and 10 inside the 20. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They give it to him again. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. And the D deny them on second and goal. Run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
Absolute shank. Missed it. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. It's complete on the right side. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback keeper. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Madden with a play fake. Scrambling away. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Caught into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it and making the big touchdown pass.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Might be changing the route. Throwing more. Got it. He's pushed out of bounds at the 13 and gives this offense a little room to work.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Moore to the air. Under fire. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
I like the aggressive nature by this defense. They've got the opponent backed up on the goal line. They're going to send the blitz, try to get an extra guy in on the pass rush, and they get home getting the safety.
Just needs a crack to get a return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to the quarterback. Here comes the heat. And he never had a chance.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Trying to quiet this crowd. He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Now they'll try the right side. And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A booming punt, and it's headed toward the sideline. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Moore with the play fake. Gonna let it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. To throw, Manning. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air. It's Manning. Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. We're just about ready to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Hand off for Brown. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Arch Madness. He's got his man across the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Manning. He's got it. Touchdown, Texas. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Manning. Working that left side now. He could not get it in. They were going for 2 to try to push this out to a field goal lead, but they'll stay on top by just 1. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Longhorn. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Interesting decision here, but if they make the 2, it'll be a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead. Run in the red zone, it's Brown. He gets there, 2-point conversion is good, and the lead now stands at 9. Almost a disaster on that return. They jump on it, and they'll maintain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here's Moore to throw. Extending the play. On the move, he fires. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Moore will throw. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurried. When you speed up that processor just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable. The defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Hill.
And we talked about this guy coming in the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you...
Maybe some room here. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Ducks are rolling down the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Moore. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. The Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. The 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Arch is going to throw for it. Fires into the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
And you got to feel good about where you're at on this field, man. The defense forces the turnover, sets you up so good. Now, the whole playbook is wide open. First down, they go with the pass. I would not be surprised if they turn right around here, try to get more physical, try to run the football, and try to capitalize on this field position.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Third down from the gun, Manning. Caught! And he will score! Touchdown, Texas! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
Point lead, going for 2 here. If they get it, it'll be a 3-possession game. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the returner is stopped. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Dante Moore. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes a deep grab. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped. Making side adjustments here. Moore to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ducks. Quick strike touchdown. Comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football. So much explosiveness and firepower. And we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game. And it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He's looking to throw. Now improvising. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That keeps the score. Texas, 29. Oregon, 20. Number 97, set to kick it away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Throwing Manning. Pressure coming. He'll throw it. Got his man. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. So first down will open up the final period. Dropping back, it's Manning. Makes the grab. Never seems to take the big hit, finds enough room to get to the 29. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Motion from the wideout. Here's Manning to throw. Here's a heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
That's perfectly fine. From a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up, he gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
The Longhorns will call on their punt team. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Finds a man in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Throwing more. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, more. He's taking the shot. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! A pick six!
And what a fantastic job by the defense there on that fourth down. They understand, obviously, having a big lead. The offense is going to go for it, and they're going to have to throw it. Everybody on defense has their eyes on the QB. They're able to jump in front of the pass, take it in for a touchdown, build their lead, and that essentially seals this game. They're going to go home with the W.
15-point lead, going for two here. If they get it, it'll be a three-possession game. Here's Brown. He gets into the end zone for the two, and that is big. It's now a three-possession game.
Set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Here's Moore to throw. Oh, they're after him. Blasted as he lets it go.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time, to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He might want another play. Moore. Buying some time. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. In the gun on 3rd down. Moore. It's caught. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's 4th down.
Check. 62-24 home. 62-24 home. Freeze. Western. Hydro. Right.
Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Under fire. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Moore from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He'll try to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Here's Arts to throw. Fires toward the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Texas. And the punishment has been extended.
Well, it hasn't been easy, but I'm impressed with what this quarterback has been able to do today, going up against the defense that really had his number. David, he got hit over and over again, took a couple sacks. He's turned it over a few times. But you can't talk enough about the composure and the poise and the resiliency of this upperclassman quarterback finding a way to get it done.
A lot of times you get hit, you start seeing ghosts, it speeds you up, and you don't have the ability to do this, to finish the game. But, dude, the toughness, the resilience, the adversity, this is a guy that's played a lot of football, and because of that, he didn't blink, he didn't flinch, and he just finished this game for his offense.
They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the returner will be brought down.
And your Oregon Ducks will take over. 1st and 10.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He wants to change this route. Dante Moore. He's taking a deep shot. He fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.